Live from the Texas Cheerlicker Studios, it's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Well, the Cowboys have been playing very, very well. They had a 3-game win streak. They were making big trades, bringing in all-pro players, and offense was rolling, and Dak was playing as well as any quarterback in the league, if not better than all of them. The defense had even improved some, albeit against some teams that are struggling on offense. And tonight, I call this a big, gigantic dose of reality as the Cowboys go into Detroit against a Lions team that's just as desperate as they are.
Facts.
And the Cowboys get their ass kicked. 44-30. That might is at no point did I think Dallas was going to win this game after about midway second quarter. I know they kept bringing it to within 7, but
they brought it within 3.
Well, yeah, it was 30-27, but I still did not expect them to win because, and we were texting, and I think I replied, I don't trust this D at all. How many did the Lions punt more than once? I think it was just once, maybe 2. Maybe
2. Maybe 2. Man, in the NFL, again, like all coaches aren't created equal. So I get it. But at the same time, like, I have no time for you if you cannot adjust on the fly. And at the beginning of the season, Mike, I was like, well, Eberflus isn't dealing with the full deck of cards. He's missing a few spades. He's missing a couple jokers. You have a good enough deck of cards now. Maybe it's not full, but you got a good enough deck of cards where you got to make some type of adjustment when you're being picked apart and when there's no pressure up front and nothing is going right offensively, and your quarterback almost throws for 400 yards, which Dak did. You could say a lot of that is because when you're playing from behind, teams play a little different coverage. I get all that, but no adjustments. They had Williams out there looking like Jerry F. and Rice. No adjustments, nothing. Just like, this is the game plan we came in with. It's not working. So it is what it is. And as a Bears fan, I saw it for years. And as a Cowboys fan, y'all saw it for years with Jason Garrett. When Jason Garrett's plan didn't work, it just is what it is. And we're just going to get our ass kicked today. And I just had flashbacks when Eberflus was a Bears coach, and he's just sitting there like, I don't know what to do. What an asshole. Fire Eberflus, man. I didn't want him fired before, but I want his ass fired now, especially in a must-win game. In a must-win game, you don't have any answers. Like
none.
None. How many times did golf? It seemed like golf was just back there, like no. Oh, nothing. You got nothing, Eberflus. You suck.
You ain't got to convince me. I haven't liked him at all. I don't even know why they hired him. I don't know why Shoddy hired him. He is not a leader of dudes. They completely disrespected him in Chicago. The exact same effing roster as a first-place team in the most difficult position in the league. And the difference in Chicago was coaching and lack of leadership.
Look at it. Look, what does it look like now?
He stood there with it looking like a dipshit who had sideline passes. And you're right, Rudy. At no point did you sense that the Cowboys could stop them, because you're right. They just kept running the same shit. I would have benched Siobhan Ravel. He would not have seen the second half, not on the field. I'm not saying it would have made a big difference, but that's an example of coaching and leadership. You don't hold motherfuckers accountable. I'm cussing because I'm late. I'm tired. I've been drinking beer and I'm mad at my neighbor. You stood there. And, well, I think Jahmyr Gibbs is really good. And he is really good. He's really, really good. But you're right. I mean, at no point, where's the accountability? I tell Siobhan Ravel, hey, bub, I know you're young, you're rookie, talented. You've been playing lately.
Playing well. Right.
You ain't got it tonight. You got to sit. I don't give a shit about his feelings either. I don't care if I lose him for the rest of the year. I'm not blaming Siobhan Reville for the loss, right? But
No.
I'm making a point toward your point about the lack of coaching on defense. It's clear.
Clear.
Their excuse was, well, Donovan Wilson's hurt. Okay. Malik Hooker's hurt. Okay. Trayvon Diggs is hurt. Okay. DeMarvion Overshone's hurt. So
we
the
have
Cowboys
no
go out,
line. Yeah.
they make two big, huge trades for you, Eberflus. You get all those guys I just mentioned back in the lineup, Eberflus, and you go on the road in a must-win game against a really good team, and they just embarrass you. You were non-competitive, And let me jump on management too, real quick.
Okay.
I'm with you on Eberflus.
Go ahead.
Dude, what a shame it is, because now the Cowboys now have to play out the rest of the season, knowing that their season's going to end week 18. I don't see them catching Philly. The Eagles are going to take this tonight, and they're going to get motivated, and they're going to play well just enough to hang on and win this division.
I hate the fucking Eagles.
I just don't see the Cowboys catching it. It's the only way Dallas can make the playoffs at this point. They ain't making it as
they got to win out.
Right. They have to win out.
But we thought they would lose one with them this stretch. We said they would lose one. I didn't know it would be like this, Mike.
Yeah, but you're right. It ain't even the loss. It's how you lost. It's how non-competitive you were. And this looked just like the first 6 weeks of the season, where poor Dak Prescott's like, well, fuck, I scored 30 on the road against a really good team. I don't know what else I can do. It's just so frustrating because you got a talented team with a lot of good players on offense, a lot of high-dollar guys on offense. Your defense, you got a really good defensive line. Your linebackers have improved. But the reason why Dallas is in the position that they are in is because they have the worst cornerback core in football. And that ain't on Eberflus. That's on the management, who has put together the worst combination of corners that they've had, and I can't remember. They can't cover anybody.
No.
I'm picking on this poor kid Ravel. It ain't his fault they lost.
But we've been giving him his props too, so we can kick him in the ass.
No, he was terrible. He had no confidence. You could tell. You can tell when a guy's playing slow because he's lost confidence. That white boy Tesla burned his ass 10 times to Sunday. Why is he on the field the whole game? I'm trying to go to the fucking playoffs here. I'm trying to come back and win this game. You gonna leave him out there?
It can't get any worse. So try somebody else. I'm not asking you to be Jimmy. I'm not telling you to be Jimmy Johnson and cut Ravel in the middle of a game. But what I am telling you is do something.
Mm-hmm.
Do something.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. It has been a long day. I had a long day too. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. But as far as the chat goes, I don't want to hear from anybody that didn't say anything before the game. I don't want to hear shit from you. Oh, well, I knew. I ain't never heard. Y'all never said shit. You never said shit. You didn't know, because if you would have known, you would have came in this morning or sometime throughout the week and said this Cowboys hype is all bullshit. I thank you for being here. I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative you being here. And so is Legacy Pool. But I don't want to hear y'all talking shit after the fact. Michael Jordan said it best in The Last Dance. Don't talk shit after the fact. Don't talk shit up 6 with 30 seconds to go. Talk shit at kickoff. Right. You don't get to come in here right now after the wheels have fallen off and talk shit to us. Are you crazy? It's almost 11 o'clock at night. I will roast y'all's ass. I'm hot with Eberflus because again, I'm not hot. I'm just like, damn. He really is who I thought he was.
Yeah. Really,
he's a spare. Why did they hire this dude?
I don't have any idea. It's not, when you're a defensive coordinator, it's not just you call the defense. You're the head coach of the defense. That's half your roster. He's proven he can't handle that. He's not a leader. He's not gonna lead this defense. No. He's not gonna motivate these people. But it's not his fault that they drafted Siobhan Reville, who was horrible tonight. And I still like Reville. He has a promising career, I think. But you are still fielding the worst cover corners in the league. Let me jump on the veteran. Stop me if you've heard me say this before. Deron Bland is a jag, if not worse than that. I am sick and tired of watching.
You tired of Bland?
Rudy, I've been tired of him. He had 3 months in which he was sensational and was effing Jim Thorpe out there and Deion Sanders. 3 months. That was 2.5 years ago. Ever since that 3-month run, he has been just a guy. And you gave him a monster contract extension this year. What are you doing? That's on management. It's on the Eberflus for how shitty they were tonight and could just sit there. And, Dan Campbell shouldn't even be calling plays, but his guys suck. And what did Dan do? He changed. Dan's doing it him damn self because Dan's a leader. Say what you want about Dan and the fourth calls and all that kind of thing. And I've been hard on him too. I like him. But that's a guy who ain't going to sit around. Dan Campbell would have benched Siobhan Ravel's ass during the game tonight. Dan Campbell had an offensive coordinator and realized, oh, my God, this ain't working out. I look like an idiot. Ben Johnson's in Chicago. I'm just going to call the damn plays myself. And a guy who didn't even start the season as the play caller roasted y'all's ass on defense tonight, and you just sat there and let him do it like he's Jimmy Johnson or he's Vince Lombardi. He ain't Vince Lombardi, Dan Campbell ain't. He's a coach who was desperate, and he's calling plays because he has to.
And we say it a lot. It's the NFL, and it's tough to win in this league. Mm-hmm. But this is on Shoddy too. Obviously the defense weren't ready to play, but your team wasn't ready to play tonight because they feeling themselves, smelling their own shit a little bit, and like, oh, we're good, and this team's down. You didn't have your team ready to play. Now again, there was the Montgomery touchdown. That's not Eberflus. That's not Shoddy. That's on the defense. Now, I'm not going to just hold them not accountable at all. There's some shit that went on that's effort and give a damn. And some of that was there, but Shoddy didn't have these guys ready to play. There was no sense. Oh, no. What does Pop call it? The proper fear. There was no proper fear. And there's some teams in this league where you can't start like that. You can't start the game the way they started the game against a desperate. You should be desperate too. Mm-hmm. You're not out of the woods. How do you come out that flat on the road?
Because we talking about Dallas. That's how.
No.
Because Dallas is the worst in the league. When you start seeing me go through my hair, I'm frustrated. My brain's ahead of my thoughts. I'm having to slow down. I'm so mad.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I don't normally get mad anymore at this old age, but I'm legit mad at them tonight because they should have played better. Dallas is the worst in the league at feeling itself, like you said. They get a little bit hot. They have a couple of good 2-3 weeks, and all of a sudden they think their S don't stink. And it's such a Dallas Cowboys personality trait. That is so Cowboys.
Culture.
For 15, 16, 17 years, I've talked about Cowboys' girlfriend.
Can't
trust her. She's really good looking. She says all the right things. She can cook great. She loves you. She come in your house, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, she's banging your neighbor. But what that really means, other than the silly analogy, all it means is their culture sucks. And no one's worse at feeling themselves than they are because they get told how badass they are. George Pickens has been told they're crazy if they don't give you a 10-year extension. All of a sudden now they act like they've done something. This is still a roster full of people who have no idea what it's like to win games in January. You win a couple of games in late November against an Eagles team that's struggling, a Chiefs team that's not even going to make the playoffs, and you beat the hell out of the Raiders who are horrible. And all of a sudden you think you're the shit. Dude, you ain't even won a game in December yet. It's the typical Dallas Cowboys who have that good start, or in this case, they had a bad start. They recovered. We get to December when these games wrap up a little bit in competitiveness, and what do we see? A 44 burger tonight in Detroit. It's just the same old Cowboys.
Again, you after a loss like Arizona, you have to have amnesia.
Yeah,
but you also have to have amnesia after the ups. What you did against Philly, Kansas City, and the Raiders have zero to do with the Lions, and that wasn't shown tonight.
No.
You came in resting on the fact that, we're shit, this defense is turned around. We're only giving up 69 yards rushing. We're only giving up this. We're only doing that. Detroit, have you seen how they look? You gotta let them last 3 weeks have nothing to do with tonight, and it showed that they came in resting on those laurels, and Detroit punched them in their fucking face. In their effing face, excuse my language.
That's all right. I don't look at the at the risk of looking like a dumbass talk show host, I'm going to say something here, but I think you talked about Shoddy. So they talked to him at the half. You know, they talked to Campbell too.
I didn't hear it. What'd he say?
Well, I didn't like Shoddy's attitude at the half. Shoddy, of course, again, he's talking to some reporter gal, but Shoddy to me came off as a guy who knew he was going to lose tonight. Well, we're just not playing well tonight. They're playing great. We're just not. He just kind of had an all shucks like we're not playing very good tonight, and they're just playing great. And we had some turnovers, and we're just not really good. What is that? Where's the rah Shoddy? Where's the everything's up? Where's the glass half full Brian Schottenheimer? And they just showed up tonight, and it became early. I think even to them that they could not stop Detroit.
And you come out the third quarter. Again, you have to be careful with rah with pros.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't do it often, which clearly Shoddy doesn't, he's a player's coach, and there's nothing wrong with that. But 2-3 times a year at halftime, you got to tear the paint off the walls.
Yes.
And if he clearly didn't tonight, because Detroit comes right out the half and goes and gets 7. Now you're down 27-9. So I'm like, when you're too friendly, ask Mike McDaniels. It works for a while. Like, oh man, he cool. That's my guy, man. Yeah, I missed the play. 15-yard roughing the passer. No big deal. That's all right. Shoddy got my back. When you're you gotta find that line. You gotta find that line, man. And clearly tonight, Shoddy didn't find it. He should have tore the paint off the walls tonight, but I'm sure he didn't. And if he did, then I'll come back. If we find out tomorrow, somebody tells us he did, then I'll come in here tomorrow and talk about how the defense just wasn't ready to play.
I doubt it. Even a couple of weeks ago, where he disciplined CD and Pickens for missing curfew, and okay, that's fine. You don't play him in the first series, but then what does he do after that? He runs over and he's joking with him and cutting up and jumping on him and stuff. Because I feel bad. He's like the parent who kind of disciplines his kid, but not really, and the kid knows, this will blow over in a second. Push the season here. Mike thought they were good. Ha ha ha. They are good. That's why I'm pissed. They are good. They've got a top 5 quarterback in the league this year. They got a top 5 running back in the league. They got
number 1 offense.
They got the best wide receiver duo in the league. They got the best interior defensive line in the league. Their linebacking core has improved 50% in the last 3 weeks because of the trades and the new guys they got back. But they have a shit culture pusher, and they have the worst cover corners in football. And on a night, and let me ask you this: talking about coaching and bad decisions, Trayvon Diggs was apparently very pissed off tonight that he didn't play. He thought he was going to play. And by the way, this is how bad the Cowboys are on defense when it comes to coverage. Now I'm upset because Trayvon Diggs didn't play, who I don't even like the guy, but you needed him. He was ready to play. Trayvon Diggs practiced all week, full speed, 11 on 11, was cleared by the doctors, was ready to go. And for some reason, they didn't activate him. And they started Ravel. And Ravel, I don't know. Have you ever had a moment in sports when you were playing soccer where you just had a really horrible night and your confidence just went away and you just felt like the worst soccer player on the planet and you still had a whole game to play?
You get jello legs. When shit's going bad, it's tough to shake that.
I remember. Yeah. Oh, it's yes, Taylor's comparing his high school baseball career to the pros. I understand but the feelings are not different. I've been there where it's like, oh shit, I've struck out twice. I can't touch this pitcher. And all of a sudden you're tight, you're shaky, you got jello legs, and you're just wanting to get the night over with. You're embarrassed and you're humbled. This kid Ravel was that shaky leg dude tonight. Why didn't they play Trayvon Diggs? That's the first question I have for Shoddy if I'm in the locker room asking questions.
And not only that, I just spent 2 minutes talking about how Shoddy's a little bit too friendly. But for whatever reason, he has it out for Diggs. Because keep in mind, he's benched.
Well, then release him.
He's benched Diggs. Jerry ain't gonna let him do that. Jerry, that's too much dead money. But I feel you. But he's benched. I think he benched him a couple times this year before he even got hurt. So for whatever reason, he's being Bill Belichick when it comes to Trayvon Diggs. Now that could be because Diggs has just a shitty attitude and the vibe, and his other leaders have come to him like, "Hey man, Diggs is fucking up the vibe around here, man. You can't have him in it." Maybe that's the case, but when every game, it's got to be all hands on deck, and you got to put that to the side. You think Steve Kerr likes Draymond? He hates Draymond's guts. He hates Draymond's guts, but he's not going to just leave him out of a must-win game.
It is Cowboys overreaction knee-jerk postgame tonight on Love You Hard TV with Rudy and Mike and DJ Jose Bouquet. You alive, Bookie? We're good. We're still on. Everything's good. I'm happy. Presented by Legacy Pools of San Antonio, Texas. Legacy Pools of Saranto, Texas. They bring us the postgame show. If you do business with Legacy Pools at any point for the rest of the world, however long the world lasts, if you go get a pool done with Legacy Pools, Rudy and I will be the first to come jump in your pool. You get a free heater with the purchase of a pool when you mention us. And me and Rudy will come over to your house. This is a small business, small Poodle San Antonio company. And they do unbelievable pools, but they do backyardscapes with like the whole deck and the outdoor kitchen and the huge thing to put your TV in and all that kind of thing. Ain't nothing more pimp than when you go to some dude's house and his backyard scenes just bomb. And this is what they do at Legacy.
Yes, it looks great, man. I gotta, at some point in my life, I need one of them backyard kitchens, man, with a couple TVs. Couple TVs, little outside bar.
Yes, sir.
My wife would be mad because she would never see me.
She know where to find you, though.
She know where to find me, yeah.
All right, be that guy. Customize your backyard paradise with our guys at Legacy Pool, family owned and operated. Contact them, and if you mention us, me and Rudy will come to your house, and we will help you initiate this dang pool, and you get the free heater. I mean, it is wintertime. Maybe you go ahead and get some stuff done now. You get the heater. You get a little sauna built there. It's going to be awesome. All right, we take your money, too, on this show. You can jump into the Super Chat if you'd like to do so. Jorge Sanchez.
Damn.
With a $5 donator. F the Cowboys. I also lost money. Rudy, I asked AD at Texas Cheer #1, win the bottle. At least I won something today. Oh, at least she got a nice bottle. Oh, he asked AD if he had...
Where he was at in the 21 gun salute.
Where he was at in his 21 gun salute. And AD told him, so you owe the dude a bottle of whiskey now.
Buffalo Trace. But Jorge drinks tequila, so we'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out. Shout out Chris Silva's in the building. He has donated a 99-cent super sticker. We'll take it. We'll take your cents.
You gosh damn right we will.
Damn right we will. Chris Sneed's in the building. Where the rum at? I mean,
I need it. I haven't had a drink this week, but I need one after the night.
This is 8.5% beer right here.
Nice.
That good stuff. I can't even pronounce it. It's from Belgium. Chouffé. Got a little elf on the cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, these Cowboys got me drinking. Spent all day moving. By the way, I apologize. It looks like I'm being held prisoner somewhere.
A little bit.
This will be better by next week. I promise. You want to see the background what I'm looking at.
Oh, it's give you anxiety.
We just wanted to get it in here. We straightened the couch, put the TV up, put the lizard up over here so I can watch the game. But it's Nina's been working her ass off in the other room trying to get the back. We just wanted to get it in here. It looks like Fred Sanford. Looks like a junkyard sale in here. Fred. Well, anyway, so I'm going to put some real cool things up behind me for next week, and it'll look a hell of a lot better. So I'm sorry.
Well, hell, I'm sitting in my kitchen, cooking some food, and all of a sudden, my kitchen starts flooding.
What? I mean, the Cowboys suck. You might as well tell the story.
Oh man, I'm just saying, like it was one of those. That's why I'm watching the game from one of my buildings because I had to have my family plumber come through. I had a day. So and then the Cowboys do this.
Oh my God.
I'm a lot of money. Not only did I lose money on the Cowboys, I lost a lot of money today dealing with plumbing issues, and then the Cowboys go
Yeah.
out and do that. I couldn't wait to get on here and tear their ass a new one, man.
Like a dumbass, I went ahead and went along with this. I did it. It is what it is. I'll have to get. I owed Jose Bouquet $50 because
Me too.
He made the bet for us.
Hopefully, we'll get some money come in tomorrow. We'll just give it to him out of that.
Sad.
In the building,
Sad.
stupidly. Yes, sir. We stupidly punch all three of us.
Punch all three of us.
We
It's our
stupidly
fault.
decided to bet on Dallas, not even to cover that, which they didn't, but to win outright. And that didn't work out too good. I got caught up. I thought they would be at least competitive on defense, and Amon-Ra St. Brown played, what's good. I want to see good on good. I don't want to see guys not get to play. And they just were non-competitive. It looked like the defense from the first month of the season. Just a damn shame.
And Buki texted us right before kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pray, guys, because the gambling gods are saying that the Cowboys are going to get shit canned.
Did the money shift back toward Detroit toward kickoff?
And I'll be damned if they didn't. It's Buki's fault.
Yeah, everyone was betting the Cowboys, and they said, "Oh, you like betting the Cowboys? Here's 3. How about 3.5? We'll make it more appealing for you to bet the Cowboys to get more people to bet them."
Well, that's how Vegas does. That's how Vegas does. Another question I would ask Shotty tonight if I were at the game as reporter Mike, would be I need to know how bad CD's concussion is. He did bang his helmet on the turf. It took them like 30 seconds to decide, oh, you're done for the night. And he apparently got pissed on the sideline. It was one of those where they had to take his helmet away from him because he was going to try to run back onto the field. They immediately diagnosed him with a concussion. And I want to hear from the doctors that, okay, because you just took the best fucking player we have off the field. Okay, that's fine. I get it where we are. 10 years ago, CD runs back out there. The very next play is not even a thought. Okay, that's cool. We have a concussion protocol, and I get that. And I don't want to come off as old school dumbass, and I'm aware of CTE and concussions and this kind of thing. They immediately diagnosed him, and I want to know why. As a Cowboy fan, as a person who spends money on this team, I want to know why CD was ruled out that quickly. Could he not count to 5? Was he that dingy? If that's the case, fine. But that was the quickest diagnosis of a concussion I've seen anybody with the Cowboys really ever. And he was pissed.
He was sane enough to be mad that they weren't going to let him back in.
Right. I know. But I want to know what that's like. They take you into the little blue tent, and what do we do? What are we asking?
Look, I'm not saying that I agree with Mike. I'm not saying that obviously CTE is very real. It's affecting, God bless him, Tony Dorsett. But concussion protocols over the top, right? But at the same time, you can play 3 games in 12 days.
Well, now tonight made 4 games in 17 days.
So that's all. I'm not saying that it's not right. All I'm saying is it's like, okay, you could play 4 games in 17 nights, 3 games in 12 nights. But you're a little woozy. Nope, you're out. What?
I know.
Make it make sense.
I know, and by the way, I'm not trying. I'm risking being a dumbass here and being a dumb old school fellow.
Now he was out on the field.
I just want to know.
Yeah, he was out on the field. He was, but
yeah, I just want to know. Okay, you guys diagnosed him immediately. What told you that he was concussed? Now, thankfully, they don't play for another 10 days. They don't play till Sunday night. They play who next? The Vikings. And he's got 10 full days to recover. I mean, if it's this bad of a concussion, I'm worried about CD missing the next game now, if it's that bad. And I need to know why it's so bad, because they immediately took the best player the Cowboys have off the field because of this, and it better damn sure have been justified. The Russian oligarch is in here, Rib. Just bailed us out. He's paying our fee for us. just donated $200 to the show. Thank you, Rib. I appreciate
What?
that, dude. Took care of us. Thank you, dude. So there, I feel less bad. I feel less like
Rib.
a dummy for betting $150 on the Ding Dong Cowboys on the road. What was I thinking? I'll never
Thank
do
you,
that
Rib.
again. That was dumb. Thank you, Rib.
This is why I don't gamble. It's not, and
Stupid.
obviously we didn't have anything, but that's
No offense,
not.
Bookie. It's dumb.
I didn't bet on this team. I betted on the team that showed up for the Chiefs.
That's right.
I didn't bet on this team. I feel cheated.
No, where's Thanksgiving? I bet Patrick Mahomes is at home going, where the fuck was this defense last week? What the hell? what?
Makes me worry about those guys. Jesus, are the Chiefs
What
really
I
that
saw
bad?
tonight- what I saw tonight was I saw a team completely out-schemed, out-coached, out-worked. And I should have known better because, and I criticized Dan. I love Dan Campbell. He's a fine Aggie, fine Glen Rose Texan. I criticize him all the time because he's so over the top with the fourth downs. Take that out, and he's an elite coach. That's a huge thing, and he hurts his team often with it, and he cost him a chance to go to the Super Bowl 2 years ago in San Francisco. But he coached the shit out of the Cowboys' asses tonight. He
handed Eberflus his ass.
He should get the game ball. We got two new members signed up tonight. Gil Grieve, thank you, dude. Brand new member just signed up. Thank you, man.
Someone gifted one, right?
I think so. You will get access to all of our members only exclusive shows. Rento is a new member as well. Thank you. Is it Rento? Correct me on that, dude. But thank you. And I love that. Thank you to the members. The members.
Who else we got? We got more money in there,
we
Mike?
got Ja's in here with $5. Thank you, Ja. He's in the building. Sup, Keto Jar. Oh, it's Keto Jar in the building. Thanks for shouting me out tonight. GD Cowboys. Oh, well. Go Spurs. Go. Isaac the Third's in the building. $20. Thank you, man. Hope you and your families are well. God bless. Hashtag in the building. Appreciate that very much. Oh, and Isaac gifted a membership. Thank you,
Yes.
Isaac. Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much. How many? I didn't hear the number. How many? I bet there had to have been at least 25 penalties called tonight in this game.
Look, yeah, this type of ass kicking, 44-30, isn't the refs. But let me say something about refereeing in the NFL. It is awful.
Terrible.
It is awful. What was it? Offensive pass interference on Ferg.
They owe him an apology.
Now, Ferg, I'm mad at him. You can't fumble the ball, but that's bad. The NFL referees, they're slowly becoming NBA referees in the fact that they want to be a part of the game. And that's always been the downfall of the NBA. These guys want to be known. We used to talk about Hockley because he was ripped, but we talked about Hockley because he was freaking jacked. We didn't talk about him because he was making himself a part of the game. Like some of the shit that I see on Red Zone or watching games, I'm like, y'all are awful. Just awful. Some of the holding calls, some of the pass interference calls, it's just bad out there, man. And they were bad tonight. And that's not why the Cowboys lost. I don't blame refs for loss. Everybody had a hand in it. Shoddy, Eberflus, Ferg's fumble, lack of giving a shit on defense. But the refs sucked right along with the Cowboys. I'm sorry, they did. I'm not making excuses for them.
For a game that had 73 points scored, I think. How many points we have? It was 74 points scored.
Yes.
There was no flow because of the referees and the calls. We did not go more than 3 calls. At one point, Al Michaels goes, "Oh, there's a flag on the field. What's new?" Even Al called it out. I mean, call penalties, but at some point,
we got to play.
And don't they say that you can find something to call just about every play?
And they tried tonight.
This game had no flow at all because of the freaking refs. And by the way, the Lions are probably frustrated with it too.
Yeah, it was bad on both sides. It was just awful. They sucked.
Yeah, the Lions, they're probably thinking, hell, we could have scored 60, but y'all wouldn't stop calling penalties on everybody. We didn't have any time. It's crazy.
Awful.
Raul
I wasn't crazy about the Pickens hands to the face.
Not at all.
I wasn't crazy about that call.
No.
Oh, that was on Ferg. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
Ferg.
one I'm talking about. That was
Yeah, I
on
didn't
Ferg. I
love it.
wasn't crazy about that. Like
No.
because they had a pass interference call on the 1 yard line. That's game changing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
George got called for offensive pass interference because he ran his route and there was a guy standing there. And
they called a pick.
He was being covered by another guy, and the guy kind of ran George into the other lion.
Awful call.
George had nowhere to go, like literally nowhere
Awful.
to go.
I get it. They've been cracking down on the pick play, but he was blocked into him.
Yeah, he got led into the dude. Smart play by the Lions, I guess. They coached the flag. Raul Garza's in the building. Y'all's bet crossed my mind, and I said to myself, man, I hope they didn't go through with it. We damn sure did, Raul. We damn sure did. Highly unfortunate. What'd you think about Pickens tonight? You think he was a little bit lackadaisical? Dak screamed at him once for being lazy on a route.
I know. I think Detroit had figured out what the other few teams that he's played hasn't figured out. Like, okay, CD's really good.
Yeah.
Right? CD's really good, but right now we got to figure out how to frustrate Pickens and have guys bracket him. And I think the Lions did a good job of pushing. Now, is some of it on Pickens and fighting through it? Like, okay, like, yo, they're keying on me tonight, but I got to keep playing. That's on Pickens. That we saw a little bit of Steelers Pickens tonight. Like, hey, I can't do what I'm normally doing. They're actually keying on me. Life as a number one, sir. You want to get paid like a number one, you got to play like a number one every week. There's no weeks off. And tonight, they frustrated him into being Steelers Pickens. That's why Dak screamed on it, because like, yo, you can't go through the motions because you're not getting the ball. I'm not getting you the ball as much as I'd like to, but that's because of the things that I'm seeing. So Pickens acted like a child a little bit tonight. I didn't like the body language.
Me neither. I did not either. And for all y'all that are like ready to get rid of CD now, and
no.
Why don't we, and George has been terrific, why don't we give CD a little bit of credit for George Pickens having this amazing season, and vice versa. They both compliment each other really, really well. And when CD went out of the game, it took a lot of the air out of the Cowboys. It just did. Good on them for fighting. That wasn't the offense's fault. They lost, obviously, but they kept fighting, they kept trying, and it's just very frustrating tonight. That's why I'm pissed off, because the Cowboys are good enough to beat Detroit.
Sure.
But you got to play a great game, and you can't have a bunch of mistakes, and you have to be competitive at all in the secondary, and they just were not. Detroit had I don't know how many plays Detroit had over 15 yards tonight. Felt like 20.
Dude, third and long. Y'all are
No problem.
you giving up, like you giving up that was those big ass cushions. It was weird, man. I like Williams. But god damn, he ain't Randy Moss. I'm like, what are we doing, man? Y'all know Amon has a bad ankle. Williams starts to cook you. Send some people, like, don't get me started, bro.
They just suck.
I hate coaches that can't make adjustments. I don't think you should get millions of dollars when you can't make adjustments.
That's right. It's like Eberflus had a game plan, and well, the game plan didn't work this week. Okay. Just accept that. No. How about you get out of here? Keto Jar's back in the building with another $5. Thank you, man. This was the worst officiated game this season for both sides.
Sure.
Both sides. All right. I thought they missed Jadeveon Clowney tonight. He didn't play. I guess he tweaked a hamstring in practice or something this week, because he's been really good lately.
Clowney is. This is why Clowney's been on 8 teams.
Oh, okay.
He
broke a fingernail.
I got mine out there on one leg.
Yeah, I know.
Like, Clowney, he's that guy. Like, I've played well. I need a week. I ain't saying he ain't really hurt, but gosh damn, man.
Yeah, Jadeveon's getting by on raw talent, like you said. I remember when they first signed him, I'm like, why is this dude? This is the number 1 overall pick. He has all-world talent. Why has he been on 8 teams? And you said it. It's because he just gets by on talent, and he just happy to be there. He doesn't have that second gear that you need to have in these massive games where it's huge. Like you said, Amon-Ra is out there running around. He probably took a shot to get out there. And Clowney's got a hamstring issue. Okay, it better be freaking torn then, bro. If you're gonna miss this game, this is a big ass game, huge game.
And Doom 32 times 4 is right. Hutchinson was a terrorist, and they did miss the hell out of Guyton. They did miss Guyton tonight, but everybody's hurt, bro. But yes,
they missed Guyton.
They missed Guyton for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I love Guyton. I know I don't love him. I'm not sure if I'm going to ever love him. I don't know that he's the long-term answer at left tackle. He's better than the dude they got backing him up. That dude got his ass kicked tonight all night long. And Dak was under duress. Credit the Cowboys offense. I mean, on a night in which your defense was non-competitive, you're playing a hell of an environment. You're playing from behind all night. They scored 30 with no left tackle, with no CD Lamb. They did their job. They showed up. And it's just that it's those cover corners and those safeties that collectively have the Cowboys have to have the worst secondary in the league. It just sucks.
Yeah.
All right. 44-30, the final, presented by Legacy Pools of San Antonio, Texas.
Thank you, Legacy.
Family owned and operated Poodle San Antonio company, Legacy Pools. If you do business with them, make sure you mention in the building. They will give you a free heater with your pool. And they make awesome backyard scapes is what they do. They make these pimp looking pools. I mean, you can have something nice and generic and around if you're happy with that, but they will put you a Playboy Mansion grotto out there if you want. They do everything. It is San Antonio's own Legacy Pools. They bring our post game show. All right, tomorrow's a kind of a wonky schedule. If you're watching, this is for people that are not watching this live. We're going to rerun this show in the morning at 10 a.m. We have some business to do. So in the building, we'll air tomorrow, but it's a tentative start time. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir. All right. So at 10 o'clock in the morning, we will have this show on replay. All right. So if you want to watch it again, or I'm talking to people that didn't watch it at night when we did it. Hello, welcome to Friday. It's replay of last night's post-game show. All right. Thank you to Jose Bouquet.
Thank you, Buki.
So Rudy, you're not even home. You got to go home.
Yeah, I still got to drive home, bro, because of
the
damn
flood tomorrow.
This is my damn flood. So yeah, my schedule's effed. I had a day, and then I lose $50. So whatever.
Okay, I'll pay you in the morning, dude.
Buki owes his book. Sorry, Buki owes his bookie like $800. Our 50 will get there.
Yeah, last 2 weeks have been ugly.
I'm surprised there's a bookie out there that'll give you credit and let you make bets without payment.
Oh, well, they know where he lives, and they know where Helga teaches. They're going to get their money.
Well, I'm going to give you $50 in the morning.
Me too.
All right. Love y'all. Thank you, everybody. Love you hard. It ain't over. It's going to be a long road. We need the Eagles to keep sucking. So they're 1.5 games out now behind the Eagles?
Yeah.
It's the only hope is to catch Philly. Good luck with all that. All right, we'll do the next post-game show a week from Sunday after the Minnesota game. In the building tomorrow afternoon, we will announce on social media what time we'll start. All right, love y'all hard. Thanks, everybody. It's late. I'm going to bed. Adios.
We got to keep on doing. You can